Well, Happy New Year. I hope your 2020 started off very well. Well, mine hasn't after watching that shambolic performance by Newcastle United Football Club. Newcastle United have lost by 3-0 at St James's Park in our first game of the new decade, our first game at St James's Park of 2020, and we went out down with a whimper. And that for me was absolutely pathetic from start to finish. We had no game plan. The players didn't look interested. We looked second to every ball. And yes, I understand Leicester City, right, are second in the league. I know they've got better players than us, right? But I want to see a little bit of fight. I want to see a little bit of passion. And we're seeing absolutely nothing. Did the players not learn what happened against Everton in the last game? That when you start off very, very slowly, you get punished time and time again. Well, we certainly didn't. And did Steve Bruce learn anything, right, when Lejeune looked off the pace against Everton? That today, I said, even in the preview, he doesn't look match fit. He looks totally out. He doesn't look as if he's ready for the Premier League just yet. He probably needs more games in the 23s, right? And for me, Lejeune, what on earth are you doing? Conceding 2 sloppy goals by our standards, right? Something that you should know better with, that you've been here probably the longest of most of them, to get rid of the ball, not on one, but on 2 separate occasions, which led to Leicester's opening 2 goals. And, we start off very, very negatively. I would say, yeah, we were having some of the football, but not as much as Leicester. And they were punishing us time and time again. We had our big opportunity with Joe Linton. He got put through. He somehow chips Michael. For me, he doesn't even need to chip Michael. He just needs to have a go. Hard or low, anywhere at the bottom corners, he probably would have scored his first goal at St James's. He somehow heads it across the goal and the chance is gone. And you call him a £40 million striker? What a waste of money, man. I mean, what's it going to take for this guy to score? I know Mutu started alongside him, but come on. Like, for me, you've got to be putting them in the back of the net, surely. But anyway, they also have chances with Perez. They have chances with Tielemans where they go one-on-one and Dubravka's keeping win the game. And, Leicester then, do get their big opportunity when Dubravka, passes the ball out to Lejeune. All he's got to do is smack it down the pitch. And what does he do? He squares it, passes it across to Fabian Shaw, who's nowhere near the ball. Perez intercepts. Fabian Shaw tries to stop Perez. He goes around him and he puts it past Dubravka in the bottom right-hand corner of the Gallagher. He doesn't celebrate, but he scores our former player. And it's a sloppy goal to concede in the 36th minute. And then 2 minutes later, we haven't learnt a thing. And then Leicester do double the lead with James Maddison. Another mistake yet again by Lejeune. He tries to pass it to Williams. That gets intercepted. Too short of a pass. And then it finds its way to where Maddison, who has all the space in the Gallagher, just outside the box, takes aim. And he hits it a rifle into the top right-hand corner. And it's 2-0 to Leicester, past Dubravka. Nobody's saving it. And it's game over. The game's already done. Leicester are a very good side. They had chances before that. And 2 very, very sloppy goals. And why Lejeune, right, hasn't been dropped for this game, I will never know. He's a quality player on his day. But when he's not performing, he can't be in the side right now. And if matters didn't get worse just going into half-time, we lost 2 of our centre-backs. The first one was Jethro Williams. And then we lost Javier Manquillo. So we had to bring on the likes of Kraft just to fill in the last couple of minutes before half-time. We're 2-0 down and Leicester could have been 3, 4, 5, even 7-0 up at half-time. And I wouldn't have complained. Second half, for me, all of Leicester City. We then did pick up our 3rd injury at the back. And that was Fabian Shaw. He tried to continue. He couldn't. And we're down to 10 men, man, because we've lost all of our players. And we're playing 40 minutes with 10 men. It didn't make any difference either way because Leicester were controlling the game. They had plenty of chances to go 3 or 4 up before they got the late goal with Trowdry, who did actually come on as a late substitute. He did get booed after what he did against Matt Ritchie in the League Cup. And wow, like what a finish from outside the box. I'll give him that. It hits off the underside of the crossbar and bounces in. And it's 3-0 to Leicester. And they deserve it. They played some good stuff. And they can see, why Leicester City are in the Champions League and why we, are no good to be finishing top 7 after some fans said, we're going to be finishing top 7 after beating Crystal Palace 1-0. Let's be fair, we were piss poor against Crystal Palace and we were piss poor against Southampton and we got very lucky. And now the cracks are starting to show to why we are not good enough to be in the top 7. We're not good enough for top 10, man. Our squad, it has individual quality, but we haven't got a lot of quality in the squad to really kick on. And for me, we are looking dangerously above our shoulders now. We're 6 points clear of the relegation zone. Yes, we can focus now on the FA Cup, but that is a damaging defeat at St James's Park. Yes, I did go to the 5-0 defeat at the King Power, it's a little bit better. But let's be fair, they could have had the same scoreline, if not more. They completely dominated us. There's questions to be asked. Where was Andy Carroll? Why wasn't he featuring today? And what is going on in terms of our centre-backs? Because how can we lose so many centre-backs this early, man? At one point at the start of December, we had a lot of centre-backs. Now we've got nobody. We've got nobody to rely on. Going into the Rochdale game on Saturday, at this rate, we're going to have to play under 23s. I'm literally shitting myself against Rochdale that we actually might get beat, given how poor we've been. And as I've said before, Mike Ashley and the board need to wake up now. We need some reinforcements. The squad isn't good enough, and we need to be buying in a striker. Someone like Jowett Bone who's going to score with the goals, because if we continue the way we're going, we are literally going to find ourselves in a relegation battle once more. Not for the first time this season. And last season, the season's gone by. It's just pathetic, man. And fair play to Leicester. I take nothing away from that performance. They deserved it, but looking at us, Steve Bruce made some very poor decisions today as well. And you've got to look at him as well and think, and then again, what can he do? With that squad, I mean, it's pretty shit to start with, as I said before. And I'm just angry at the all-round performance that we're just second to everything, and that we didn't show enough. Like, I would have accepted if we got beat, but we showed a little bit of fight and we didn't. So this has turned into a bit of a long, quick thoughts. But things need to be said to the players in that full-time dressing room, because that is pathetic.